guys, Ginge here and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we'll be going over my go-to classes while playing Warzone. They may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's what I find best suited for me. So I run two classes. One is obviously the M13 and the other is a HDR for those long range engagements that maybe can't just hit with the M13. So my setup for the M13 is temper cyclone barrel. Yes, it comes with a suppressor, but it's to then gain an extra slot for an attachment, so I'm not using up two attachment slots. I run the Merc thermal optic. May not be everyone's cup of tea, but you know, spotting them enemies up in a tree line that you can't maybe not see out the corner of your eye, but with thermal you can see them running. Yes, people that run cold-blooded may not see them as well, but if you know what you're looking for, you can see the blur of the character run across the screen. And it's saved my bacon in many a case if you're finding campers up in the hills or through a window that you might not be able to see through a normal scope, just stuff like that. The next thing I use is an underbarrel foregrip to get the recoil and the aiming stability to make sure those shots are bang on target and not going all over the place. I run a 60 round mag because 9 out of 10 I hit probably about 10 out of those 60 rounds if I'm lucky. But yeah, so that's that 60 round mag, plenty of ammo, shoot down range. And then I use the rear grip, I use the rubberized grip tape, again for recoil control, so you can make sure them shots are pinpoint on target. And other than that, I run an RPG, just in case you get any ATVs, the 4x4s, the Jeeps, helicopters, what we call the big berthers, the guys I play with, shooting a couple of them down, wiping the vehicles out, make sure, we all stay safe and not get ended by car. Perks are on cold-blooded, Ghost and Amped. Amped's obviously switching to the RPG easier, so you're not wasting time in that department. Ghost, everyone knows what Ghost does, same with cold-blooded. Semtex is my lethal. Make sure that you always have one. So, cooking grenades, you can't really rely on in case you overcook it and blow yourself up. I've done that a few times. Get what is charged. And then tactical, I run a heartbeat sensor because why the hell not? You want to see where people are, especially in the end game. If people come back from the before they come back from the gulag, before it closes, and if they get brought back in at the last minute and they're running basic guns on the ground, you know where they are. The simple things. So yeah, that's my go. That is my game to game 100% loadout drop that I get in pretty much every single game. And it's as I said, it might not be everyone's cup of tea, especially the thermal sight, but each of their own, I guess. And my second gun is I run a HDR, the RPG again for whatever reason. I use tune up for this time because obviously once I've ditched the RPG, tune up revives your teammates 25% quicker, so it's a lot easier to get up, especially in those crucial like that final circle or two. It's crucial to get your teammates up, especially if they go down, and get back in the fight. Ghost, you obviously know what Ghost does, same cold-blooded. Semtex again, heartbeat sensor. But my setup for my HDR, I run the monolithic suppressor, the biggest barrel that you can get, which is the HDR Pro barrel, obviously for the damage, the bullet velocity, the recoil control. I run a tac laser to get back to the ADS sight because slows arse aiming down sight, especially with the bigger scopes. And I run the variable scope to see extra long distances, especially if you can't exactly get a lock on to where they are, especially at those the longer ranges, the top of the tall buildings, etc. I run the attack scout stock to make sure, as again, get the ADS speed, because as again that scope is as slow as hell aiming down sight, which is a massive downside to it. But another downside to it is obviously the optic glint is visible to the enemies, so you want to shoot and move, not stay in the same spot, because you will end up getting gunned down. But as I say, both of these, this is the class I usually grab if we plan on sitting around in an area for more than a couple of minutes, with different angles, looking around, shoot anyone that comes from a distance, try and get them, dropping them before they get to us. So that's the reason. In 9 out of 10 I probably don't get this loadout in because either we forget to get the second load, the free loadout, or we end up dying before we even get it in, which is 9 out of 10 the case in most of our games. So yeah, so that's it. That's my two go-to classes, my M13 and my HDR. So yeah, that is what I used pretty much every game. And yeah, so yeah, right. I shall leave it here. I shall, get back into the Warzone. Try and get some crucial dubs. It probably won't happen, but we'll give it a go anyway. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.